Okay, so back to do episode 3. That's episode 2 just there. And in the last episode we figured out how we're going to start each of the new episodes. So we've copied that over here. And we're going to add in gameplay. Previously. And then here is where we do this is what we did in the last episode. So looking back at the last episode, let's see what we actually did. We finished the barn. We started the house. And that was it. So if we change this to just 2 this time. Record audio will say we finished the barn. And we started the house. We finished the animal barn. And we started building the house. We finished the animal barn. Building the house. There we go. We finished the animal barn. And we started building the house. Finished the animal barn. And we started building the house. The animal barn. And we started building the house. Nice, so if we go over here. This is the animal barn part. We just want to take a bit of this gameplay. Maybe just this part here. We'll copy it over to there. We finished the animal barn. And we started building. Just have to line it up. We finished the animal barn. And we started building the house. I need a transition. If it goes from there, I think it's a wipe maybe. No. We use dissolve and a cross dissolve. We finished the animal bot. And we started building the house. So now we need to get the house building footage. This is probably good. Is it just there? Cross dissolve. And another one just at the end of it. And we started building the house. It doesn't actually show building the house at all. So we'll take it a little bit further in that clip. Like there. Just like that. With the cross dissolve at the end of that clip. We started building the house. Maybe it's not a cross dissolve, maybe it's a dip to black. Dip to black. There we go. And it's no longer day 36, it's a lot further in. Where are we starting? Day 66. We'll start day 66. Just record that audio. Day 66. Day 66. Day 66. Nice, and this is where we'll drag this all other gameplay back into it. There we go, that works better. Hello. Thanks for joining. But this is what we have so far for the starter part. Previously, we finished the animal part. And we started building the house. Day 66. And that's where we are so far. My PC specs, honestly, not great. I have a Ryzen 5 3000 series as the CPU, and my GPU is alright. I have an RTX 3060. I could do with a newer CPU, obviously, because that one's a little bit old now. I think I only have 16 gigs of RAM. 2 8GB sticks though, so it works a bit better. On an Asus motherboard, I forget what it's called. What about you? What are your specs for your PC? Okay, I think we're gonna record some more audio here. Can you edit video on Premiere Pro with an i3 processor? Which generation of Intel i3 is it? Is it like a newer, like 12th gen, or are we talking like an older one? Because obviously an i3 is already the lower specs. Although I'd say, as long as you as long as you don't have like too much going on in the editor at once, it should be alright. Third gen. Maybe. I mean, of course, test it. I'd say it probably doesn't work the best anymore. Maybe if you turn like your workspace down from like full all the way down to like the lowest setting, maybe. But you have 900 gigabytes of storage. Yeah, I mean, storage is fine. It depends on how big the video is. But if your processing speeds and things aren't quick enough, it can't process it. You see sometimes mine lags, and like mine isn't the best, but it's a little bit newer than a 3rd gen i3. Maybe you can use 2016, 2017 version of Premiere Pro. Quite possibly, yeah, because it'd be maybe like a version that came out during that time. You have 10 gigabytes of RAM. 10 gigabytes is like one stick or multiple sticks. You modified your old laptop 12, 13 years old, maybe. Oh, so the i3's a laptop i3. Because even then, it's like a lot lower specs than an actual i3. Because it's made for laptops. But I mean, if you try an 8GB and a 2GB stick, I mean, if you try a an older version of Premiere Pro of like the time period, then it might work, but it's not like a guarantee though. There are some other editing softwares you could maybe use. You could maybe use like VSDC. It's a free one. It's less takes less processing power. I used to use that on a laptop with a Ryzen 5, the same as this, a 3000 series, but with the integrated Radeon graphics as well. You want to edit gaming videos and edit thumbnails like pro YouTubers. Filmora or DaVinci. I mean, they're quite like big programs. Previously, we finished the animal barn. And we started building the house. Day 66. Anyway, let's record this audio. Okay. So we're at day 66 already. And we've not done much to the house. We have maybe the first floor. So today we're going to be carrying edit. I messed up. Sorry guys. I got super quick as well. What's wrong? What's wrong with Dip Tesh? Carrying edit. I have maybe the first floor. See what you can go with. Yeah, you'll have to let me know. Quite curious now. But yeah, maybe a version from that time. Because it was obviously made to work on those specs. Whereas now you've got a lot more features, but take a lot more processing power. Okay, so we're at day 66 already. And we've not done much to the house. We have maybe the first floor. First floor. So here I think I'm gonna have it speed up a little. Just until you get inside. Maybe to there, and then I'll cut. So we go speed and duration, and we're gonna go 500 because we want it like super quick. And then we'll cut later on into the clip, because this is just crafting resources. Can you edit music videos? What, can I? Or can you edit music videos in like Premiere Pro or something? Because if you're asking in Premiere Pro, of course Premiere Pro can edit videos. But if you're asking can I haven't edited a music video before. Always love to try things. can't guarantee how that's gonna turn out. It's always fun to try new things. Rush to the house. We'll have maybe the first floor. We need another cut here. We need the actual gameplay to show actually walking on the house again. It can't just be walking around. Okay, I'll do hair. Because this is where I had like a mini garden inside the house to make it look a bit cooler. To make the house look a bit better, instead of just a wooden box, I added a little garden next to a staircase. What do you call the staircases that curve? 'Cause that's what I built. To make the house look a bit better, instead of just a wooden box, I added a little garden next to a staircase. Fins, no, I have no idea what that is. What is it? Next to a staircase. So we'll have another cut here. It's a little bit later. Crazy video editor on YouTube. Ah. No, I haven't heard of them. Search him. Cool, okay, I'll do that right now. Bear with me 1 second. Just gotta load up YouTube. Fins are.
The ultimate mega bundle is here.
What's this? Oh, so it's like how to edit pretty much. And like cool ways to do it. Milo, you like that, do you? It's cool, right? Let me go back to it. Don't know if you picked up on it, but it's inspired by like Battlefield 5 intros. I like the logo to that. Cool. I'd have to take a look at some of those sometime. But anyway, I'm gonna carry on with the editing of the video. The problem here is a lot of it is just like grindy, you know. It's all the same thing over and over again. We need to find a part that is new. Keep it up. Thank you. Cool. So if we have some audio here, we could talk about getting a grass block from an enderman, maybe. I'm gonna take this grass block I got from killing an enderman earlier to grow out the into grass inside a building. Do a quick cut there, because it's dead space. Don't want added extra audio. I'm gonna take this grass block I got from killing an enderman earlier to grow out the into grass inside a building. Also, if you haven't already yet, be sure to subscribe. It helps a lot. Thank you. And if you're on Twitch, don't forget to follow. The two goals at the moment are YouTube, we want to get play buttons, and on Twitch, partnered. So subscriptions and follows, greatly appreciated. I'm gonna take this grass block I got from killing an enderman earlier to grow out the into grass inside a building. Subscribe. Thank you very much. So there's a lot more of the same thing here. Okay, let's do this part just here. So the idea in this part is to make it look less like a wooden box and more like a house. So we're adding more decorations to it. And we'll hit record on the audio. So the idea once again is to make it look less like a wooden box and add a little bit more detail to the build. So on these stilts here, we're going to add oak log corners. Do you have Discord by any chance? So the idea once again is to make it look less like a wooden box and add a little bit more detail to the build. So on these stilts here, we're going to add oak log corners. Because I've just created a Discord channel group for this channel. It's linked in the links on the channel. We also want to have a little balcony on the second floor. So this is where the balcony will be. It will be slightly raised to the rest of the second floor. So we've got to figure out how to make this work. I think it'll be more slabs and logs. Make it a little room that you go into maybe. And that's how it goes up half level. We also want to have a little balcony on the second floor. So this is where the balcony will be. It will be slightly raised to the rest of the second floor. So we've got to figure out how to make this work. Once again, we're going to remove white noise so it doesn't add to the overall audio level. So we've got to figure out how to make this work. I think it'll be more. Just there, we need to be. Just remove that. Remove that very short pause in the middle. Make it a more fluid sentence. It'll be more slabs and logs. And logs. Another pause here. And logs. Get a little room that you go into maybe. And that's how it goes up half level. So we're going to have another cut here a little bit later on into it. So we'll see what it turns out like. Let's do the cut here. I'm going to copy this for later because there's a part I want to add in the end, like post thank yous kind of thing, which I've been doing in the other episodes. We're also going to have the roof slanted into the centre. So this middle part here is also going to be slightly higher with sort of an attic room. So we need to account for that when we're building this part. So there's dialogue. The roof slanted in. We're also going to have the roof slanted into the centre. So this middle part here is also going to be slightly higher with sort of an attic room. So we need to account for that when we're building this part. Okay. Okay, that's the part where it will cut and switch to the next section. Because I decided the block palette will include deep slate, cobblestone, or cobbled deep slate, I should say, I have to go into a cave and find some. So we're back in the cave that my friend died in the last episode. And we've got to just mine some more. Oh, what's going on there? It's a so we're let's do a cut there, I think. We're back in the cave that my friend died in the last episode. Okay, this is where we can cut again. Even find some. So we're back in the cave that my friend died in the last episode. And we've got to just mine some more. We'll do a cut and then a speed through all of that. Just shows how much Check to mine. So it could be a speed duration change. I'll add the music again afterwards. It's just for now. In the last episode, and we've got to just mine some more. That should be good enough, I think. And we'll see how we go from here, see where we can get to. I almost died in that cave. I want to include the pigs again, just because they're in like every episode. I think here maybe. Whilst we're here, we might as well say hello to the pigs. I like that we just have pigs in like every episode now so far. So that I can map out. Let me do that again. So that I know how to do the roof shape, I need to map out where the rooms are going to be, and get the shape of these done first. I'm thinking a room either side of the balcony. We set that as dialogue. so that I can map out. Let me do that again. Move that to here. So that I know how to do the roof shape, I need to map out where the rooms are going to be and get the shape of these done first. I'm thinking a room either side of the balcony. I think another cut there probably works better. You've no idea how long I spent mining trees. It's like half of the 12-hour footage is tree cutting down. Because everything uses wood. Do a cut here. And I can continue doing the walls. I'm going to add windows later, but I need a wall so I know the shape of the building. So there's dialogue once again. Remove white noise. I'm going to add windows later, but I need a wall so I know the shape of the building. So we're about a third of the way through the video now. Gonna continue scraping through footage. Gotta keep that cut there. And we go to plot 6. Now it's time to add part of a flat roof. This is what I can stand on when I build the actual roof. that's slanted above this. So we kind of have like a second attic. At two different levels. So the higher one, and then two either sides of the balcony roofs. I could also make the floor level. So you go up the step, and it's flat. So we can actually build things inside the rooms. We'll just super speed that. Just like that. There we go. Let's set these audios properly. Now it's time to add part of a flat roof. This is so I can stand on it when I build the actual roof that's slanted above this. So we kind of have like a second attic at two different levels. So the higher one, and then two either side of the balcony roofs. I could also make the floor level. So you go up the step, and it's flat. So we can actually build things inside the rooms. I think I make this section just here also super quick. So that speeds through. Then we've just got to find the next cut place. Maybe here, because this is some like decorative storage barrels just on the sides of the walls, because there's not enough room for actual rooms, and the utilities room with like crafting tables and things like that is downstairs in one of those rooms, so there's no need for extras here. So this is like more storage. On the sides of these walls, I'm adding some decorative barrel storage. This is because there's not enough room for actual rooms, but there is enough room for storage. So making like shelf storage with barrels. So we can cut to the actual making of these shelves with the barrels. With barrels. It's going to be two shelves of barrels in each section. So there's an audio cue, or dialogue clip, sorry. I need to cut again to more barrel making, because I didn't make enough that time. So we're gonna get some more oak. Okay, here should be enough. And that's the shelf done. Now it's just the other side. I think that's probably enough time spent on barrel shelves. Okay, let's do this roof that's slanted now. Now it's time to do the slanted roof. So I'm going to be using cobbled deep slate again. And it'll be a slow slant into the centre, where it'll go upwards, straight. And then that top part is another point. Skip forwards a little bit. Just like this. That's where I'll go again. We'll go to the top point. So there's dialogue. Just like this. Just like this. Let's cut that part out there, I think. Just like this. There we go. And then the top points. Just like that. And then the top points. Just like that. And now it's just skipping to the right part and then speeding it up so it shows the roof actually being built. Look how many cuts there are in this. So let's scroll through. Because I know I have to go back down to the cave to get more cobbled deep slate. So this is adding the windows. Where can I fit this in? Let's cut there. Just here, I think. We'll continue with the roof first, I think. And then we'll go back to the windows afterwards. Makes a little bit more sense, in my opinion. Once again, as the decoration, we're going to have oak log pillars almost going across the top of the roof. I think the cut to there's fine. We do a 600 again. So that's dialogue. Let's speed that up as well, I think. What made this harder to build was that I built it all in survival. So I had to get all of the blocks. And so it doesn't seem like a really big build like some of the ones I've done. But it's taken like the same amount of time. Because you have to mine so many trees and replant them and dig for cobbled deep slate. Things like that. I think I'm gonna cut here and do like a dramatic part where I'm like, I go and look at the build and then, okay, I almost die. Kind of a thing. So I hope we need that in it. But first let's add these windows in. And then we're also going to add in the windows. I think in the bottom floor we'll have the windows at the front. But then we'll have a long window on the back at the big staircase, which I can do later on once we actually have the roof done. I think I just speed all of this. Just cut there, speed that up so it's super quick. But then we'll have a long window on the back at the big staircase, which I can do later on once we actually have the roof done. Okay, I think that's probably long enough. Just leave it as that. I think I'll bring in the dramatic part now again. Are they going to see? Let's do that again. Are they going to see what the building looks like and collect any blocks that have dropped? But then under the base is a lot of mobs. Luckily, my shotman's diamond sword helped me stay alive. Only just though, because creepers exploded, skeletons sniped, zombies attacked, and spiders were just there for some reason. But I knew this was a problem we'd have to solve later on. I think that's alright. Okay, we need to cut that audio part that we did wrong for. They're going to see what the building looks like and collect any blocks that have dropped. They're going to see. Let's do it again. Are they going to see what the building looks like? Let's do it again. Are they going to see? There we go. Should we get there? Okay, we're gonna add this def in. So I'm gonna put that over here. We're almost near like the end of the episodes as well. I decided to add extra decoration onto the back part as well. Because I thought this is where we can add the window. The only problem is, it's so high. Okay, maybe the other problem is I missed the waterworking glitch. But as quickly as I died, as quickly as I started building, that wasn't right. I muddled that up. But as quickly as I died, I started building again. There we go. Started building. That wasn't right. I muddled that up. Okay, then we can put that in the right place. But as quickly as I died, I started building again. Maybe like a conclusion is like, and sure enough I finished the build or something. Unless I don't finish for a long time, and then maybe I need to wait a bit. We need number 7 now. Seven. Hi again, remember me? Yeah, I remember you. Hello, thanks for joining back again. We're just editing the 3rd episode of that survival series. As you can see, there's a lot happening in it because it's all done in like 100 Minecraft days. So hopefully it's nice. Hopefully it's fun. You love the vids? Thank you. Was it you who was asking about the Discord the other day? Because I now have the Discord. If you go into the actual channel page and go into the links, there's a link to a Discord channel now. So feel free to join that. I need to find a good place to cut to. I'll do it to here. It's almost the end of this episode, you see. So I need like a nice ending part. And I could start work on the attic part. So I had the ladders. Gonna start the roof. And I make it so I can have some little windows on the sides. Do a cut there we go. legendpc Plus is pro. Thank you. We'll have it actually placing windows. We'll do a cut there again, because after that I have to craft more windows, and it takes a long time, and we don't want to end on that. What we do want to end on is maybe finishing this part. Maybe the roof. We'll continue the roof. Let's just copy that up section. We're gonna just cut here. Drag that all the way over there. Paste. collecting some more wood for the build. We don't need that part. Because we need to do the Ender Dragon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the ring-a-ling bell to get more notifications on more uploads. Uploads on Legend PC. I also live stream onto Legend PC Plus. And you can also see the live stream on twitch.tv/legendpc. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Okay, that's where I can end the episode there. I need a dip to black on that. It goes, thanks for watching. And then it's the funny part. Big hole. I used it earlier. Just after this. Cross dissolve again, maybe? Or a dip from black. Let's do cross dissolve. Not quite that section though. Needs to be here. Big hole. And that would end the third episode. It's a live stream onto Legend PC Plus. It's just adding in the music again now. It's this track just here. So I have to go in stone, or cobbled deep slate, I should say. I have to go into a cave and find some. So we're back in the cave that my friend died in the last episode. And we've got to just mine some more. So the higher one, and then two either side of the balcony roofs. I could also make the floor level, so you go up the step and it's flat, so we can actually build things inside the rooms. On the sides of these walls, I'm not sure where the dramatic art was meant to be. Oh, it's coming up, it's okay. And then we're also going to add in the windows. I think in the bottom floor we'll have the windows at the front, but then we'll have a long window on the back at the big staircase, which I can do later on once we actually have the roof done. Okay, so these sped up parts need the audio removing from it, I think. And then we're also, because it lags it out, we're going to add in the windows. I think in the bottom floor we'll have the windows at the front, but then we'll have a long window on the back at the big staircase, which I can do later on once we actually have the roof done. I then go to see what the building looks like and collect any blocks that have dropped. So this area is where it needs to feed to that danger track in the last episode. And then remove the old building. I think it was in the last episode. Maybe we didn't use it in the last one. That's quite unfortunate, really. Okay, I guess we're... I guess we're finding it again. Is it that one? It's not that one. And that one is very loud. This one? Middle. it's this one. No, I need audio gain. Audio effects, audio transitions. But then under the bass is a lot of mobs. Luckily my Shotman's diamond sword helped me stay alive. Only just though, because creepers exploded, skeletons sniped, zombies attacked, and spiders were just there for some reason. But I knew this was a problem we'd have to solve later on. I decided to add extra decoration onto the back as well. So I thought, this is where looking out the window. The only problem is, it's so high. Okay, maybe the other problem is, I missed the water bucket, but maybe the other problem is, I missed the water bucket, but okay, and that brings it back to how it usually is. Let's make these ever so slightly louder. Extra decoration onto the back as well. Only just though. Because creepers need to add extra decoration onto the back as well. So I thought, this is where looking out the window. The only problem is, it's so high. Ooh, that works better, I think. Okay, maybe the other problem is, I missed the water bucket, but as quickly as I died, I started building again. And I could start work on the attic part. So I had the ladders, gonna start the roof, and I make it so I can have some little windows on the sides. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the ring-a-ling bell to get more notifications and more uploads. Uploads on Legend PC. I host a live stream onto Legend PC Plus. And you can also see the live stream on twitch.tv/legendpc. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Oh, I almost left it as episode 2. It's episode 3. Big hole. Maybe I can add some sort of effect to that. Big hole. Big hole. Big hole. Hole. Big hole. Hole. Big hole. Big hole. Big hole. There we go, I think that works better actually. Big hole. And so this is episode 3. Previously, we finished the animal barn. And we started building the house. Day 66. Okay, so we're at day 66 already, and we've not done much to the house. We have maybe the first floor. To make the house look a bit better, instead of just a wooden box, I added a little garden next to a staircase. I'm going to take this grass block I got from killing an enderman earlier to grow out dirt into grass inside a building. So the idea once again is to make it look less like a wooden box and add a little bit more detail to the build. So on these stilts here, we're going to add oak log corners. We also want to have a little balcony on the second floor. So this is where the balcony will be. It will be slightly raised to the rest of the second floor. So we've got to figure out how to make this work. I think it'll be more slabs and logs. Get a little room that you go into maybe. And that's how it goes up half level. we're also going to have the roof slanted into the center. So this middle part here is also going to be slightly higher with sort of an attic room. So we need to account for that when we're building this part. Because I decided the block palette will include deep slate cobblestone, or cobbled deep slate I should say, I have to go into a cave and find some. So we're back in the cave that my friend died in the last episode. And we've got to just mine some more. So we're here, we might as well say hello to the pigs. So that I know how to do the roof shape, I need to map out where the rooms are going to be and get the shape of these done first. I'm thinking a room either side of the balcony. And that's all I'm going to show for now, because I don't want to spoil it before it's out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow on Twitch, subscribe YouTube. Thanks again, guys.